Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now leading out the Panthers offense, a new man in charge for 2020, a member of the Saints the last couple of years. It's Teddy Bridgewater.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees. But he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand-new head coach, a brand-new organization in Carolina.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he'll find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Bridgewater to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
On the carry.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
3. Vikings nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He's brought down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
7-yard line.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
It's 2nd and
That's a nice job there.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 51 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
12 yards there and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if it...
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Zach Kerr able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Cousins to throw it. They're going for Jefferson downfield. They're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 16.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. On the tackle defensively, Jaleel Johnson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 36. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater to the right side. He's got more complete. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off.
Splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
Vikings nothing.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. No, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
17-0 our score after 1.
Score Panthers 17, Vikings nothing.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 34. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play. Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Madison. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's tackled it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Incomplete. Intended for Amir Abdullah.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Vikings 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over first.
DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. Defensively, what do you do here to stop a guy like this?
You keep trying to change things up because nothing is really working. Whether you have a man on him, 2 people, you're showing different types of zone defenses combined with man-to-man coverages. Try and change things up and eventually get to the point where maybe you put enough people on him, they won't throw the ball to him anymore.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Bridgewater throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Bridgewater loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing is Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking for Johnson that time. 3rd down here.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. To throw is Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete out of the end zone. It's now third and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's tackled.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, the Panthers call on their undrafted rookie from South Carolina, Joseph Charlton, to punt. K.J. Osborne deep for Minnesota. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. 18-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cousins now. Get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really? Throws the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cook. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Cook following the penalty. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Cook, the ball carrier.
There's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here first and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Bridgewater on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and now it's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
McCaffrey. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 7-yard line.
Scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith.
Good job. Bridgewater's pass.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 40 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At their own. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds downs, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. This is unbelievable.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Bridgewater to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Christian McCaffrey put it together. A very strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
How come the Vikings, they'll have it first on offense as we begin the third? They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there.
This drive going.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.